Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 0-1 of 1 back again. Just gotta double check. Okay, video, audio bars are moving. I think we're okay. Alright. Now, in the last episode, we were working on building all of this up, and you can see the Bob's got hungry again over here. Don't know why the Bobs are getting hungry. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is... I can really tell the difference between how slow this is moving. Wow. Yeah, we are definitely taxing space engineers with this build. Most definitely. Viking, welcome. How's it going? Then again, it could just be the game still loading. Alright. So, I think we were attempting to build massive things, and then we found that it's not so much that the production can't keep up, it's the fact that the conveyors can't keep up with the production. So we just kind of were left waiting for things to build. Just, you know, not the greatest thing to do in the world, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to take and move the horizontal on here. Positive. -10. Viking says, it's going, I'm just trying to get the kids to bed. Aha. Alright, so... there we go. And then we'll move this negative in the forward direction. Could say that we're moving it backwards. Okay, so we will go to -10, which should stick it right back there. Excellent. And okay, so there's that. Good. Now we will move it negative in the horizontal direction. What I'm kind of hoping is that if I can cover up the moon below here, maybe it won't render, which would then speed things up a little bit. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. And it feels like I'm slowly, like, drifting to the left, even though that's just the shadows that are drifting slowly to the right. So, guess we'll just keep on moving it. This will go to -30. That'll build over there. Lovely. Yeah, there's another piece that the Bobs ate. Look at this. So this is going to be an issue. If the Bobs are eating everything because they get hungry for whatever reason, we may have an issue with holding a seal inside of here. Especially seeing as how we want to, you know, pressurize this entire thing. Alright, then we'll go negative in the horizontal direction again. And we're out of plate. That's unfortunate. This place is huge. Like, I'm just going to fly over to Carl's, and I bet you I can get up to 100 meters per second. 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. Whoa, we got over 100. Way over 100. Okay. We got up to 106 before I saw death looming in the foreground here. And so one of the reasons why I know that this isn't taxing my system very much is because I have a very large fan, and inside the system, and I also have the side of my computer open, just so I can hear if there's any weird sounds coming from in there, right? And also it's good for airflow too. And like the fan is on, right? But it's in like medium to medium high. It's not like high or like super high speed right now. It's just kind of like I could be playing like some much more simple game and it would be doing the same thing. And then also I have another program on my computer that can basically I can apply a graph, a curve, right, on a graph to the fan. So that way, like I could say like at, this percent loading of whatever, run the fan at this speed or whatever, and it basically just follows a curve. So you've got like the basic ones that, come with the computer. But you can modify those with programs. So I do that because I like my computers to be high functioning and stay cool. And so, for example, if I was mining Bitcoin right now, which I used to do, my GPUs are out of spec now, so I can't really mine it anymore. But when I used to do that, the fans would be much, much higher just doing that than it is running this program right here, or this game. So it's definitely I don't think it's actually taxing my system. I think it's just the game that can't keep up, which is weird, right? But then again, I am building extremely, extremely big. Looks like I got hungry again over here. This looks like it's relatively nope. I was gonna say it looks relatively intact, but took out another chunk right there too. And then, oh, now that I'm over here, it's actually welding now. Okay. This is producing really, really slowly. I don't know how I feel about this. And apparently we have stopped making plates. Okay, and then we're going to tax the system again. And then this should be -50 in the horizontal direction. I wonder if I were to change some of the options here and maybe make it so that way. Yes, this is all, it's not all that high. Let's try low quality. Hit OK, and we'll see what that looks like. See if the game is a little bit more okay with that. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference in the shadows. And then if I were to drop this down to low quality, what would that look like? And again, I don't think it's an issue of the graphics. I think it's I think I'm just building too big for the game. Yeah, no, it's still the same. It doesn't matter. I mean, I can definitely tell that there's a difference in the quality here. But as far as like just moving around, like it's still the same, even on low. And so let's try putting everything up on high. See what that looks like, see if I can break anything. Nope, we want to go to graphics. Change this to high. See if that destroys anything. We might have destroyed something. I think it's too much. The game is over here like, what are you doing to me? Why are you doing this? Yeah, I think I just broke the game. I mean, it was having a hard time doing all this just on low. So, I don't know, man. I mean, right now, like the fan on my video card isn't even running. So, obviously this isn't taxing my system right now. But the fact that the game isn't running, I don't know if that's a problem with my system or if it's a problem with the game, but... I wonder like how hard it is for the game to like switch settings like this. Because I mean, like most of the time when I'm playing, oh, there we go. So we're back. See how slow this is. It's about the same. Okay, it's a little slower. Doesn't really change anything with how... Okay, so it's a lot slower, actually. Yeah, but you can definitely see more of that diamond pattern that I've shown you guys. See, that's kind of like a diamond right there, where you can see like where it's rendering and where it's not rendering. Yeah. Okay. The video card is running now, or the fan on the video card. But again, it's not really... I don't know, it's not really... It's just... It's not so much that I can't, like, look around, right? And, like, this is on high right now, right? So... But the movement on here, it's the same. Like, you can just... Now, if I were to go over here and look at the moon... I mean, like, it's still... It's only slightly slower than what it was before. So, again, I don't think it's my computer. I think it's the game. Huh. Because, I mean, like, I'm, like, listening to the fans right now in the computer, and it's the same as it was on low, right? So, I'm... I don't know. It's fine. We'll just go to low. Now, of course, it's got to undo all the changes that it just made, so this is probably going to slow everything down again. What does this post-processing do? Yeah, then changing from high to low is... I think I broke it again. So yeah, fans on the computer turned off again. So they're not processing anything right now. I mean, maybe the CPU is, but I think I've got a Core i7 Intel processor on here. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Device manager. Okay, and let's see, metric, Oculus, processors. I've got a Core i7, and then this is a 12 core at 3.2 gigahertz. Yeah, so it's a good processor. So I mean, it can keep up. And then let's see, display adapters is just NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080. So lower end, I mean upper end, but older, I guess. And it's got, I don't know how many CUDA cores it's got. I know the new stuff has, well, okay. So CUDA cores, that's the number of processing cores that exist within the graphics processors for NVIDIA, right? And then each of those cores can run processing parallel to all of the other cores. And the reason why the graphics processors were chosen as the preferred method to mine cryptocurrency is because all of those cores, so like I just said, like my processor has 12 cores, right? Some of the video cards that they've got out there have like 3,200 cores or more. So if that gives you an idea, but the thing is, like, they're not like as sophisticated as like the processor cores. You could say they're a little dumber, but that makes them smaller, which means you can fit more on there. All right, so let's see. Yeah, it's still slow, even on low. It's a little faster than it was on high, but not by much. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so let's go forward to 20. So I think this is, it shows up back here normally, right? So then 10 will be here, 20 will be over there. So we're going to move in the forward direction to 20. Okay, so that will move it up there. So that just moved our thing over to there, and now I want to move it over to here. And this is going to be horizontal plus 20. And everything just broke again. Yeah, so I don't think it's my computer. I'm pretty sure it's not. I just have too much stuff. All right, so horizontal offset, we're gonna put this at 20. That should put it over, oh, too far. Whatever, it's fine. Oh, right, because this is 0 in this direction, then that would be 10. That's 20. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll drop it down to 10 in the horizontal direction. What I'm hoping is that by changing all of the processing stuff to low, it'll make all of the additional processing that the game itself has to do, not necessarily for video rendering or anything like that, but just to run all of the bobs and stuff. I'm wondering if that will make any kind of an impact. All right, now we're going to move to horizontal plus 30. And the little wedge shape that you can see there between like the rendered and the not fully rendered, that's a lot closer on low. And then you can see the shadows aren't quite as distinct. It's like before, like you could see it. See, it's got like little I don't know, like waves on it or whatever. Like when we are in high, you could see like little spaces in between there. Whereas here you don't. I don't know if that makes any kind of a difference. Okay, so this is doing a thing. I mean, it's a little faster, but I don't know. I can still tell that it's running slow. Whatever. I'm sure it's fine. And of course, if I continue to make all the buildings in here as detailed as Carl's place, it's probably not going to boat. Yeah, so like even like that, just kind of coming out of that, and like I don't know. I think I might have gone too big. I didn't think that was a thing, but I think it might be a thing. Yeah, you can tell over here like that the dark edges on here. Like you wouldn't see that normally if this was on a different quality, but it's fine. I'm still waiting on all of these plates to build. Not really much I can do about it. Viking says, yeah, it could have been a quarter the size, but that wouldn't be as fun. I don't know, I wish the game could handle big builds like this. Like, that would be great. But I think this is just too big. So, I mean, I suppose we have an option. We could go somewhere else and then maybe build smaller and then just kind of leave this out here partially built. And then come back to it. I don't know, maybe when they have a... I mean, if I had it my way, Keen would be watching these videos and they'd be like, oh, hey, this is a really cool build this guy's doing, but our game system can't handle it. Maybe we should see if we can streamline that. And they'll put out like a really big update that makes like buildings like this like child's play, and it like runs flawlessly. I mean, then I can come back here and, you know, work on this, but I don't know. I feel like we should go smaller. Viking says, let's take a trip. All right. Do you want to start from scratch kind of trip, or do you want to like build a little ship that has kind of like like all the basic stuff that we need and do like that kind of a trip? And then if we did take a trip, where would we go? And then obviously I can't build this big anymore. Like I think maybe Carl's place itself might be about the extent that we can do. But I mean, we've got like that whole building down there. Viking says, let's build a basic ship and go from there. There is too much to leave behind. Okay. Small grid, large grid. What do you think? And then do you want this planetary entry or not? We could do a completely space type of ship, or we could do a planetary type of ship. And then do you want to do asteroid hopping, or do you want to do, I don't know, wreck reclaiming or something like that? Looking at you, Mr. SCPR Mining Transport. So if I do go with a small grid ship, why don't I blueprint this and take it down? It's too big. I don't think this can blueprint. I mean, I can try it, of course, but I think, and then also, if you think about it, right? Like each one of those sections is a separate grid. So even if I were to take a snapshot or a blueprint of this, it wouldn't capture all of that. So could I blueprint this? Yeah. Is it going to break the system by doing it? Maybe. We will find out. 105,903 blocks. Just the station? Okay. Well, I mean, there it is. 105,903 blocks in this particular thing here. Leave the elevator in a small pad. But then I'd have to destroy Carl's place. And then just to be sure, yeah, so from here up is a separate grid. So then that picture that I just took is everything from here up. So what I should probably do is ride this thing all the way back down to the bottom and just kind of keep it there. Oh, there we go. We're moving. All right. So if I turn the dampeners off, if the zooming in and out is bothering you, it's because we're passing under these little ribs. So if I were to look at it from the bottom side here, it wouldn't do that. But yeah, this thing moves like really, really smoothly. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. Viking says, you could take down everything but the cargo and assemblers and rebuild the pirate ship. I don't have to rebuild the pirate ship, it's still there. I can just go get it. Like, all the stuff that we had built before is still out there. But even with those buildings that I had out there, I mean, those were getting relatively... Okay. Now we can run back a little bit until we reach our connection point. There we go. And we're locked. So, I mean, like, I don't have to delete anything. I could just, like, move on. Look at that. That looks so cool from down here. And I do kind of want to leave it, like, just in case they do come up with an update. Because rebuilding all of this would take a very, very, very long time. Viking says it's been a long series. Yes, it has. So how about this? We'll create a small jump ship, small grid jump ship, just something easy. And then we'll jump over to all of our previous stuff, kind of give it another visit. And then maybe we'll jump to somewhere else. And then, I don't know, we could go to like the little mini moon right there or something. But I mean, like, this thing is, you gotta admit, this thing is cool. It's huge. It's actually not lagging quite as much. I'm sure once I get in there, it'll lag, but I would like to leave it if possible. All right, so if we're going to make a small grid ship, we'll build it off of here because that's what it's there for. We will turn off the projector. And then this is for the welders. See if we can turn that off. All right. Then we'll move this out, and we'll just kind of build it inside of your hangar. Of course, we can probably make that go a little bit faster, hey? Okay, pistons, VV hangar, there we go, and currently moving at 0.02. Let's do it like 0.2. There we go. Then, I suppose all we got to do then is build another epic ship somewhere. All right, so then again, I'm also going to have to turn off all of the build and repair units so that way they don't eat up this entire thing, because otherwise we'll come back to Swiss cheese, which, you know, won't be very good. All right, so let's throw on a, nope, that's not a mag plate. I need a merge block. Okay. So what are we going to need on this ship? We can't really do anything about refining, I don't think, unless I have it on the small grid. Condensed small ship pack. I might be able to do that. Let me just, yeah, so I could put that on here. That'll just be a basic refinery. So I could basically hook up all of the normal things you would have in a large grid ship, put it on a small grid ship. Okay, so I suppose the first thing we're going to need is cargo. So let's go with a tier 4 small grid, large cargo. And we'll put this over onto here somehow. I need alloy plate though. Okay. Alloy. And then we'll get some of that, grab some of these, I guess. Sure, that'll work. All right. This will be the back of the ship, by the way, in case you were wondering. Okay, so that will be where we connect all of our stuff. And then we're going to need some thrusters on the back. Go with the big ones. Wish I had like the warfare instead of the sci-fi ones, but it's fine. Alright, so that will go into there, and I need metal plates for that. Okay. Metal plate. Oh, and I'm going to have to turn off all the drills too, otherwise we're going to come back to like a ridiculous amount of stuff. And we'll run this out so it's even there. So that will be our forward thrust. Actually, you know what? Let's make this look a little bit more interesting. So we're going to run out a central spine. So I'm going to see if I can make this thing look like a blade. And be like completely functional. So we're going to have sort of like a hilt. Okay, so this will be kind of like the pommel right here, right? And then we'll have, we don't need very much here, but we'll just kind of run this out. And then, nope, wrong button, there we go. Okay, so that'll go there, and that will connect into there. Then we need to put in a connector on the bottom here. We can put a connector on the top too, I suppose. Okay. So this will just be kind of like a one-handed type sword type thing. Alright, and then I want to have, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, and now we can put the thrusters way out here. Big thrusters. There we go. And then, yeah, we'll put that there. So I can put the reversing thrusters directly opposite them. Oh, wait. I have to move these up one. My bad. Okay. Okay, and then this gets suppose this will be kind of more like a dagger than an actual sword. Okay. And then this is just kind of like a skeleton right here. And then let's let's run this over. Okay, so that'll be way, 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 way out there. And then what I can do here, I don't think it'll let me put this in here. Maybe it will. No, I kind of figured that. All right, that's fine. So we're gonna run, this is gonna be our sideways thrust over here. Oh my God. That was awkward. Guess Clang just wanted to make his presence known. Okay. So that'll be there. All right, so now I need to go both down and towards the tip, and then we'll need to go out a little bit too. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we'll go from here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then on 11 we'll go out. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just go out 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll throw in a door. These things are huge, man. I mean, they'll fit, but not really. Okay, so let's go with the thinner doors then. Figure out how that's got to go on here. Kind of want them to open to the front. Okay. And now in the back here, where we have like this bulk, I guess. And then we should probably put like a 45 on here. And then I can get rid of this block. Let's see. Yeah, it's still slow. Seems faster, but I don't know, man. Like just going around the corner. Like you can kind of see like as I'm going around the corner here, how the screen kind of like jitters. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, so if we're gonna have this go out to here. And then from here, we're going to need to go down to here, and then that's... And I need more steel plate. Okay. Let's see, plate. All right. not where you were supposed to go, sir. And then that can go out to here. And then this will just kind of run into here. And this is all just going to be light armor. I'm not going to go super crazy with this. Then we'll do the same thing up on top of here. All right. Okay, so that can go there. And then in the spaces in between here, let's see, so that's got to go out to here, that's going to go out to... All right, now I can stick a refinery. Not a really big one, or not one of these ones, I should say. But I can put one of these in here. And then I'll need to move it back one, though. So we'll put one here, we'll put another one here. Then I'll need to branch upwards to go into either side of this. And then as long as I'm going to be doing that, nope, I need this one. All right, I just tried hitting the C button expecting it to turn. It's hilarious. There we go. Put another one of these on here. Put another one here, I guess. Okay. And then I can put in an assembler. I can put in a small grid one here. Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't come in. Does this one come in? No, it doesn't. Nope. Okay. Well, that's not the one that I wanted anyways. Compact assembler. There we go. That is not a small grid. Okay. So we can go with one of these ones, though, I believe, and put that in here. Okay, so then that is going to need do one of these. Actually, no, hang on. Don't need to do that. You can just... Okay. Scared me for a second there, but that's all right. Okay. So we can do that. We can throw this onto the side here. And then down in here, we can run that along the side. And then we can put in all of our modules on here. I don't think this is going to come in small grid. So we're going to have to go with all the base ones, which is fine. Let's see, we're gonna want speed modules for this assembler. Does this not come in small grid? Apparently not. So what, I can't put any modules on here? Well, that's dumb. Huh. Okay, so then I guess we're just going to be stuck with this then. Just bare bones. Okay, so then I'll flip that around then. So that way it'll connect better to the refineries. So that'll go there, and then I guess we just deal with it. Oh, and then that one's got to go out to there because it's special. That's fine. Okay. So that is nearly all connected. We need this to go through here. All right. So that is everything connected through here. And then, let's see. Then, vent, does this come in small grid? Why, yes, it does. Okay, so there is our vent. We're going to need air tanks on here somewhere. I feel like we could probably fit them in back here, because I think the tanks do come in small grid size. It's a hydrogen tank, small hydrogen tank. Does that not, I mean, it'll fit in there, right? I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, though. I was kind of hoping for the small grid version. And we'll just fill this whole area up with tanks. It'll be fine. Fine. And then what I can do here is just kind of connect all of these. And as long as that uses up that whole space in there, it's basically the same size as this. One block smaller. Okay, so with that, hydrogen tank, oxygen tanks, all using up same amount of same amount of space. Then let's see, we're gonna want to go a little bit more blade-like here. Actually, don't I have a whole thing for the small block mod? Yeah, small block. No, that wasn't it. Condensed small ship. There we go. So these are all the things that I can put on a small ship. So I'm going to need space for the jump drives. We have basic refineries, industrial refineries, And wind turbines, so we can do small wind turbines too. Interesting. And then over in the back here, apart from whatever decoration I put around this thing, which I have to use there, what I may end up doing and then we can do rounded blocks. Okay, and then for here, I'm gonna want something to kind of cover up this because, you know, reasons. All right, so now that we've got all of that, I can get rid of this part. Okay, now we're gonna need to get all of our batteries in here. Okay. Now the batteries I'm gonna have sit kind of across here and then kind of down the main aisle on either side until we get, you know, small enough. Then this needs to be an angle downwards. And then we'll figure out how to transition from there back. And then, of course, from here too. And then, let's see. it's got a large connector on this side and a small connector on that side. That's interesting. Let me get Gatling turret up on here. I think this is actually probably a good place to put it. That is not where you were supposed to go, sir. Okay. All right, and then from here, I think we go with something like that. Just extra little connection points on here. Just to make sure everything is nice and tightly wrapped. All right, and then we'll do rounded edges because reasons. Now the only problem with having tier 5 or tier 4 guns on here is I can only make the tier 4 ammo with a tier 4 assembler, which I do not have. But yeah, I'm not really going for anything, you know, super fancy on here. Just, you know, just nice enough. Not 100% coverage, but enough coverage. Apparently I'm out of steel plate again. Okay. So there is our pommel and handle, or hilt. Not, you know, true size of a sword, but, you know, kind of there. And then over here, we'll just run this. That way the engines are mostly exposed out here. Again, this is not going to be a combat ship. This is more exploratory vessel type thing. But we want it to look imposing, because reasons. Alright, that can go over there, this can go here. I just had that go all the way to the end over here. Do I like that? Do I not like that? I think it'll be good enough. We're all about good enough. Doesn't need to be perfect. There we go. That should work out nicely. Yeah, we'll just have that go over to the end here. That'll be fine. There we go. Alright, so that will go along here. We're going to need all of our upper thrusters, upper and lower thrusters to be in the floor and on the ceiling here. I think it'll make an interesting looking design if I do it that way. Okay, so now that I've got all of this, okay, so that is the bottom. All right. All right, so now what are more things that I can put in here? We have all of our production basically right here. Oh, O2H2 generators, we're gonna need those. O2H2, and they only come in the big version. Huh. Okay. Now we'll just run that exposed. It'd be kind of like the jewel in the blade, I guess. All right, so now this has got to go out. And then I have to figure out how and where to put the batteries in here. I feel like that needs to be here. Viking says O2 tank, it's already in there. The O2 tank is actually right here. Okay, and then we need to rotate this again. I feel like we don't need to go in. Maybe we do. We'll just kind of shoot it out to like a 45 and then go in at the tip. That could work. We don't need a lot of space up in here, so let's run that out to here. So that's 5. Maybe that'll be enough. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's go recharge. All right, so now I get to take all of this fun stuff and build it forward. And I'm planning on putting the batteries kind of right behind that. Oh, that's only 4 blocks high. I thought that was 5 blocks. Okay. All right, battery. large tier 4 battery. We'll run this sideways. We'll run it back to here. Because in order to get rid of the seam that would be here, I need a block there. All right, now I think I am going to have room for another battery up on top in the roof. Maybe. I don't quite know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, 2 tier 4 batteries, that's going to cover me for a while. Then can I put a bed in here? Does that come in small grid? Does not. Does this other bed come in small grid? It does not. I can put in a cryopod. This will come in small grid. Then I need to figure out where to put it. And the obvious place would be to put it here. Then that would block basically everything. I mean, I could put it here. It'd be a little... And it's basically right where that vent is, so that would hook up correctly. Why is there not a block behind that? Okay. Could have been an issue. Alright. Then, if we put this in here just to make sure that that is lining up. We're probably going to want to put a survival kit in here somewhere. I don't even know where I would fit that thing, dude. Because this is huge, right? And it would need to be connected in here somehow. So I could run it this way, maybe. But I mean, it is a 3x3, right? I could technically fit it in the hilt and have the hilt be this, actually. I think that would be kind of silly, though, because then just one block for the entire hilt, you blow out the one block, you break the ship. Probably not a good idea. Alright, so then what I can do here then, get rid of these blocks, put in a half block instead. Now at least it has some amount of protection. Okay, so that's going to be, no, 8. Where is this going to be a transition block? I feel like this is going to be a transition block. Because, I mean, otherwise we do it like this. No, that would work, actually. Oh, but that has to go up to the 5th level, or no? Do we need to go up that high? No. It's fine. Okay. So this goes to there, to there, and then I can go with a half block in here. And then that can go there. Okay, and half blocks again. One more. There we go. Okay, now this is gonna have to get connected into here somehow. Okay, so and I'm out of plates again. All right. Okay. So that is going to need to be a corner piece. And then that can just be one of these, and then that can go up to the center, I guess. And then we can put in this around it. And then we can run this across the top here. Let's do, yeah, these blocks. There isn't really anything to go over to on this side. And then, I'll just set that up like that. Okay. So that gets this thing all nice and in place. And I can now recharge myself. There's no oxygen in here, but it is warm. It's always good. Okay, so all the production requirements are met. That is not where that is supposed to go, sir. Oh, is that the wrong? That is the wrong block. Okay, good to go. All right. Oh, apparently those things are still on. Probably turn those off, hey? Okay, now they're off. But look, I can heal myself now, yay! Okay, now we need to start thinking about the cockpit. and how and where we're going to put that in here. Okay, so this one has a place in the back that we can go into. This one I don't believe, yeah, this one does not. I mean, this would be ideal for this particular ship, but... And then this one does have... No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a door. Okay. We have a helm, cab, cockpit, which does have a door in the back. And we have just a regular cockpit. Or I can just make my own. Probably seems like that might be the easiest way to do this. And then this is charging. That's up to 77%. Good. All right. Now, thrusters. We're going to need a tier 4 ion. I kind of want to go with these little ones. Probably not these ones. Well, then again, they'll probably look all right. Dude, every time I place one of these, like, the game freezes. Look at this. That's crazy. Alright. So that should be good. Of course, now we'll need to turn all of these off. Could just go in here, that'd be easier, right? Small thrusters. Okay, thrusters. There we go. They are all off. All right. And then I'm going to need to do kind of the same thing down here, just with these blocks. And then how many did I put up here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Just opened up my visor and took damage. That means everyone has to take a drink. I will do so now. All right. Thrusters. All right. Did I pass them? I did. These are, oh, those are the large ones. Where are the small ones? There we go. They are now all off. Good to go. All right. So now that that's done, we can get this part sorted. Okay, I'm also going to need some gyros in here. And I'll put them someplace where it's actually easy to see them. Okay, just go in here. All right. So how's it like walking around? We can't actually fit through here, because of the battery right there. Well, that's lovely. That's 4 blocks. That's 4 blocks. It's going to be a silly idea, but if it works. So this has like a large connector on the bottom. Oh, it does not. Crap. Thought it might, and then it would have been nice to just kind of dump it right there. Alright, whatever. It's fine. We'll still figure it out. And then that is in the middle where it needs to be. That does not have the piece that I need. That's going to be this one. All right. Getting power. That's good. All right. So then that's just going to be where that goes, I suppose. And then, I don't know, what can I do for like decorative small blocks? I can do a bench. Let's just look in the small blocks and see what we can do. Not really much here. I can put in a seat. Or I can put in a bench. And sleep on a bench, I suppose. Probably not the most comfortable thing in the world, but I could do it. And apparently I need interior plate for that. Alright, interior plate. Okay, so that can get the vent back in, since I'm not using it otherwise. Okay, I guess that's just going to be where we'll sit and sleep in here. Probably not the most comfortable thing in the world, but if it works, it works. We're going to need cargo access through here somewhere. So let's put in a small grid. Oh, that's a battery. I need a small cargo container. And that can go. Doesn't give me much for access though, right? Okay, so that's got to go into here, which means we need to put in this first, and then we can put that in. That'll be our cargo access. Now, granted, anything super big, we're not going to have access to it. So we would have to go back into here for any of the extra big stuff, which is easy enough. Okay. All right, I need oxygen. Okay. And at the edge of this is 45s, which means, Viking says, I think I could use a med bay. Yeah? I kind of want to bring this down a level as we go forward, like through here. Okay, and then, all right, so let's bring this down. All right, now we can put this into here. Oh, I should have moved that forward one more. Dang it. Well. Okay. Bipolar, welcome, says, what's up? Oh, we're just building another ship. We're going to take a little trip away from the space dock for a while because the game, well, it can't handle it, to be completely fair. It's just getting too big. It's not even that big yet, which is the sad part, because I was looking forward to it. All right, so now that we have that, that means that this needs to be a 45 going through here. Then we need to do a modified block to go through here. Bipolar says, I got myself a new Space Engineers server called Sarcastica, LOL. I think that was directed at me, if I'm not mistaken. It really isn't all that big, though. I mean, I could build bigger. Bipolar says, yeah, but everyone can know too. Oh, I don't want to do it. Nope. Why did you... fine. Yeah, see like these little glitches that are kind of like holding everything back. Especially when I try to build something. It's not ideal. Okay, so that can go there, and then that takes care of our transition. And then this gets to be this block. Bipolar says, I know you weren't happy with the name of my last server, so I figured I should change it, lol. To be completely honest and fair, I don't actually remember the name of your last server. I apologize. I'm out of plate again. Oh, right. Now I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I was not a fan of that. I will be completely honest and tell you that. Okay, and then let's see, so that should be just about everything in here. Sort of, maybe. I kind of need these 3 blocks here, so that's going to be left open. Okay, so the interior here doesn't really have very much. We have a couple of large refineries. We do have a full assembler back in there. We have access to cargo here. We have a tier 4 large cargo container in the pommel of the ship, which is in there. Yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely. And then I need this to Then we'll just run this across because reasons. All right. So that is good there. We are, well, even for the most part. Man. And then let's see how far I can go with this. Okay. So we can go out to there. And then that will just come all the way back to there. All right. Good to go. Energy low. All right. It's coming along slowly, but it is coming along. Time is it 8:46 already? Dude. All right. This is the wrong building. Okay. All right, so now I need to figure out how to get this to go to a point. But, sort of looks like a sword, right? A little dagger, maybe. Kind of what I'm going for here. We should probably bring this in. Or down, I guess. And then this one can be brought up. Oh, and bipolar, to be completely honest, totally honest with you, when you said that you had a new server name and you said it was called Sarcastica, that was right after I made the statement of saying that I don't build very big, and then I thought you were saying you have a new server called Sarcastica, saying that I was being sarcastic, and that's why I thought you had directed that to me. But I think you actually named it Sarcastica, like you weren't actually being sarcastic. That's fun. Yeah. I'm tired. I've got, so just today, I got double Stationeers episodes for today. I got double Stationeers episodes for tomorrow, and then single Stationeers episodes for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all done today. So my brain is basically fried at this point. I think that's the only way to say it. It's just fried. Okay. Let's see. What can we put into here? That's got to go into there like that, I think. And then Bipolar says, no, LMAO, yes, my space engineer server is named Sarcastica. You kind of sound a little Middle Eastern, or sorry, Midwestern there, buddy, with your no, yes. Yeah, no, yeah. No, no, yeah. Yeah, no, no, yeah. Yeah, yeah, no. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but if you're from the Midwest, you would understand that perfectly. And Viking says, wow, that is a ton of content. Yes, that is why my brain is quite possibly dead right now. Not literally dead, because obviously I'm still doing or attempting to do something here. But yeah, brain fried. Fried brain. And then that is because tomorrow I have to devote probably most of my day to going over my books, because the editor just sent back the last copy of the Space Engineers book, so it's going to be book 6. And so now I have to go over books 4, 5, and 6. I've already gone over them once. Well, 4 and 5 I've already gone over once, twice. And then book 6 I have to go over. And then there were some small changes on book 4, some small changes on book 5 that I also have to make and then send back to her. And then I have to go over the entirety of book 6 and then get all of that stuff done, which is, you know, easy peasy, all in a day's work, right? Yeah, no, not even close. I feel like that is not the way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and rotate. There we go. That is the way. All right. So that gets all of that on there. And it also narrows this down a bit. It also gets me around the edge here. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible either. But I'm tired, so I'm thinking I'm going to end the stream here and then go and collapse into a pile of mush in my bed and hopefully sleep until noon tomorrow, even though I know I'm probably going to wake up at 5:30 like I normally do. Not by choice. I try to sleep in. I really, truly do. I mean, hell, just this morning I got 2 videos done before I even went for breakfast. And that was at like 8:30 that I went for breakfast? Insane. All right. But anyways, I'm going to hop into this nice little cryopod right here, which will keep me nice and warm, well oxygenated. And I'm going to end it here. So, for those of you who have joined and who have been watching for the past 2 hours, thank you. I do appreciate you guys coming here, keeping me company. And then for those of you who will watch in the future, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And if you like what you saw tonight, we'll do it again tomorrow night because I'm a crazy person and I work way too much. But yeah, should be fun. So same time, same place, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from Freedomland. But for now, that's all I got. And then Viking, well, sorry, Bipolar says goodnight, and then Viking says goodnight, Zero, best of luck with sleep. Thank you. It's probably not going to help, but thank you. All right, anyways, that's all I got, so have a good one, everyone. I can't, I pulled a Biden there. I just, mumbled through that entire thing. Have a good night.